Okay, for this class, I will be demonstrating to you how to create program. So demonstrating a basic input-output program in Android Studio. The Android Studio. So once you click this one, Android Studio, I hope you desktop or laptop. So this is Android Studio. Okay, so I'll just close this. Okay. So we'll just create a new application. So go to File and then New Project. Then you can see here some of the project templates in Android Studio. So there are predefined templates here. You can also use C++ that is supported with Android Studio. Then we will be using class the empty. Okay, empty. Then click next. Then name the application. So we'll name this application as basic underscore input or output. So basic input output application or example. So you can see here, this is your location of the file. So you can change this. If you want to change it, so you can change that anywhere. If you want to okay, so it is under the here class, there is a menu here. So if you click this drop down menu, so you can see Kotlin or Java. So you can create Android application using Kotlin or Java. So for this application, so we'll be using Java. Okay, and then you can also select the minimum SDK. So for me, I have selected Android 9, right? So but if you have a minimum memory capacity, so you can select actually the default is Jelly Bean 4.1. So there is KitKat, Lollipop, Marshmallow, Nougat, Oreo, Pie, and Android 10. So Android 10 is also supported by Android Studio. Okay, so we'll be using Android Pie, but remember class, if you are using a low memory computer, so you can select, say, Lollipop or Jelly Bean or KitKat or Oreo. So we'll select Apple, Android 9, the Pie. Okay, and then finish. Click finish. Then need to go to that application that we just have created. Nag-open dito. It is the basic input output. Okay, okay. Wala siya. Okay, this one. So this is now the basic input output that we have created. Basic. Okay. So basic input output. So let's wait it. It's still loading. Okay, so this is now class the Android application that we have created, an empty Android application. So as you can see from the left side of the window, so these are the resources for that application, right? So this one is our resources path file, right? There is the drawable, the layout, values, you can see program folder. This is the name of our Java program, main activity.java, and our XML. Okay. So this is our XML. Okay. I'll just enhance this. Okay. So this is your form. Ang tawag dito, this is the form. So the layout here, class, the default is hello world. It is a text view. Okay. So far, kita nyo ba yung window? Kita nyo yung window?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we have at least class 2 program files. The Java program. So this is our Java. This is the default program that we can see in our application, yung basic input output package. And then this is our XML. As you can see here, these are the common components. There are text, buttons, widgets, containers, and so on and so forth. Under text view, we can see here there is button, image, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is the new version class of Android Studio. I just have updated Android Studio, but there is a slight difference between the old version of Android Studio. For example, in this application, where can we see the program of our XML? Nasa baba yun, yung old version nandito. Meron dyan text for activity or yung main XML. But for this updated version, nandito yun. You click this one, this code. Nasa design tayo, design window. You can split this, right? If you have a large monitor, so you can split. Then this, if you click code, so you can see here the initial XML code of our application. This is the default. So we have here text view, which is the initial text is or string is hello world. Okay. So ito yun. Okay, so this is our design. So let's start by customizing our XML. Okay, so for this is using the constraint layout widget, but we will replace this class with linear layout. So perhaps you are familiar now, you have heard that in our lesson, linear layout, right? So we will change this starting here, right, from Android up to here, the layout. So we'll change
Ryan?
itab nyo lang. Okay, so naka-linear layout na tayo.
Sir, nagputol ka po dun, sir.
Okay. So in this now is our linear layout tag. Okay, ito na yan. So don't worry class, naka-record naman to. Naka-record. From time to time baka naglalag. Babalik din naman yan. Okay. So naka-ano na tayo, linear layout. And then another thing class that we will be doing to customize our window, ito yung design natin. As you can see here, nag-linear layout tayo. Dati nasa gitna yung hello world, nandun na siya sa taas, sa topmost left corner. Okay, so we will still create customize some layout. So dito. So enter lang tayo dito. And then type Android. Okay. So first is we want to customize our orientation. So Android : OR. So here orientation. So this is vertical. Okay. So tab nyo lang. Then another one, customize natin is yung orientation, yung layout, parent, align, parent top. So true natin. And then Android colon. The other one is layout underscore center. So isi-center natin horizontal, center horizontal. True. Okay, true din. Then after that, padding. So lagay tayo ng padding para kainin natin para sa text. So we can have the tools, context equal gawin natin meron na pala tayo nito, main activity, may context na tayo, itong sa taas. Okay, so yun yung sinet natin, orientation vertical, layout yun, kulang pa pala, vertical, and then yung layout gravity. So Android layout gravity center, naka-center siya. So if we look at our design again, nawala yung ano dito, text. So let's see. Go lang tayo sa ano natin, linear layout. Text view. And another one is we'll be putting yung padding. Lakihan natin yung ano natin. So we'll be using Android, again, Android. And then padding. Okay. So natin the size is 10 to DP. So once na-create nyo na to class, so this will be your reference, right? In XML, so once, for example, you use the linear layout, ano na siya, magiging pattern. So you can copy paste this, right? Or you can change this, right? You can still change this one. So may error, may natanggal ako dito. So pag nakita nyo may red line, yung parang zigzag line, so may error yan. Okay, nawala yung end tag. Okay. So this is now class our customized linear layout using linear layout design tag. So we have set the orientation vertical, layout gravity center, yung padding para lumaki yung ating ng konti yung font ng text natin sa ating design sa window. And then parent tab true, center layout horizontal true. Dito wala na tayong binago dito. Itong tatlong sa baba. So when you look on our design window, yung form, ito na siya. Dito yung hello world. Bakit wala sa center? Okay? So baka may kulang tayo. Let me check again. The width and the height is, so ito yon, yung match parent, papalitan din natin yan. Instead of match parent, we will replace this with, okay, replace that with wrap content. Ayan, wrap content. So yung pala, customize natin yan. So we'll change that with, i-wrap natin yung content natin. Okay, so if we'll check our design class, ito na yung itsura niya, nasa gitna siya, ayan. Wrap content. Because most of the time, di ba, in the UI design, dapat yung mga buttons natin in this side, in this part of the screen of the mobile phone. Right? Madaling mapindot ng ating thumb or ng ating finger while you are holding your phone. Okay. So what we'll be doing, class, we will be adding components to our design. So drag and drop lang to, object-oriented programming. Or if you know how to code in XML, so you can also code that manually, or pwede namang drag and drop. But I will just show you how to drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop tayo. The first thing is we will add um, text view. So yung text view natin dito, hello world, palitan natin siya. If you click on this component, may text view na siya, right? So there are properties here, class, or layouts. You can see here. So instead of hello world, palitan natin yan. Ayan yung text niya, hello world. We change that to input the following. Okay, hold on. So mag-i-input tayo. Input the following. Okay, yun na lang. Input the following. Ayan na siya, lumaki siya. So automatic nag-align, nag-adjust siya doon sa ating size. Naka-wrap siya, naka-wrap. Then after that, we will add the text input. So for Android Studio class, you just click on these common components, yung text. So meron diyang plain text, may password, numeric, email, phone, postal address, and so on and so forth. Mayroong time, date, number. Itong text view, parang ano lang yan, parang label na pwede mong lagyan ng mga text katulad niyan. That we will be using this one, plain text. So this is your input text. Okay? So drag mo lang dito, idadrag natin yan doon sa ating component. Sa baba. Ayan, nadagdag na siya dito. So this one. Okay? So the default text here is name. So ang gagawin natin, so we will remove it. Right? Tanggalin natin yon, yung name na yan. And then input type text person. So next is, ang gagawin natin class, this is the ID. This is the where we set the name of our component. Okay? So lagay natin txt. We will be using a naming convention for our components. So txt name. Okay? Then click mo lang dito sa labas niya or here. Then lalabas yung window rename and then click refactor. Okay? So that will be the name of our component. Parang yung input box, input text, text name. Then we can also put prompt class, parang yung sa HTML. So go to, meron ditong attribute. So hanapin natin yung attribute niya na, saan yung attribute niya? So ang daming ano dito. So the attribute is hint. Ayan yung hint. So lagay natin, enter your name. Okay, enter your name. So yan na siya. Nakalagay doon, enter your name. Okay. So balik tayo dito sa text view. Habaan pa natin para makita. Prompt. Okay. Input the following prompts. So yan, enter your name. Okay. Then after that, so we will input another one, email. So let's take this one, for example, email. We'll drag it here. Okay, so nandito na siya. Anyway, class, nadadrag in, pwede mo siyang dito i-drag kung depends on the arrangement. So you can put it here. Let's say email sa taas, right? And so on and so forth. So nadadrag siya dito. And then pwede mo siyang i-rearrange. Then we will create an ID or name of this component here. Sa pinaka-topmost, yung ID. So txt email. Okay, so capital E. So pwede na yan. Pwede rin gawing email, email address, then capitalize the first word of the letter. So that is the naming convention for object-oriented programming, right? So capitalize mo yung first letter kung 2 words yan. So email address kung 2 words, yan. Okay, capitalize. So, iksi lang yung ating pangalan. Then refactor. And then go to again to hint para mayroon siyang prompt. Ayan yung ito yung hint sa common attributes. So enter your email. Okay? Now, ano yung kaibahan class ng text? Mayroon kasi siyang attribute na text. Di ba yung tinanggal natin? Saan yun? So may padding siya. Yan, naka 10 dp. Inilagay natin. Naka wrap content. Pwede na nyo yung palitan dito yan. Okay, so email. And then if you go to text, ito class, yung text common attribute. Pag naglagay ka dyan, when you run your application, the text there remains. So hindi siya nawawala, right? So that's why we remove it and we change our prompt to hint, right? So linagay natin dito sa hint, ayan, enter your email. Okay, so ano yung makikita niya? So tanggalin natin yung colon. Kailang wala yan. Okay, enter your name, enter your email. Then after that, so dalawa lang. So pwede namang text. Pwede pa tayong maglagay ng isa. I will add another one. Yung, let's say for example, number. Right? So, lagay tayo ng number. Yan. And then, let's name this as txt age. Or contact number. Say contact. Contact number. So, 2 words. Capitalize the first word of each word. Okay, and then the hint would be so common attributes, enter your phone number. Lang siya. Ayan. So enter your name, your email, you enter your phone number. Okay, and then next is we need to put button. So, lagay tayo ng button dito. So, once na nag-input tayo doon, meron tayong button. Okay, so for this component, so let's name this as btn, let's say btn. So, that is our 3-letter prefix name. Since this is a button, so you can use a prefix btn and then display or submit. And submit. Okay, then refactor. And then let's change the name of our button. Punta tayo dun sa this one, the text attribute submit. So yun siya, submit. Then after that, so wala pa tayong when we click submit, we need to display our input, the 3 inputs. So go to text and then choose text view. Okay, text view lang siya. Lagay natin dito sa baba. So once na nag-input tayo and then you click submit, dito lalabas yung ating output. Okay, so for the name of this is txt. Let's say display. Or, okay, display na lang. Display text. Or display. Para madali. Okay, display. Okay, and then text view, tanggalin natin yung text view. Yan, wala lang siyang laman. Okay? So if you are first timer class, sino sa inyo ang naka-try na sa Android Studio?
Apa po, sir?
Sino pa? Or first time nyo lahat? Yung karamihan. So, pwede nyo nang i-run to class. So your XML, if it has no error, you can run it. By the way, in the component tree, as you can see here, in the component tree, there is a warning. Sabi dyan, hard-coded string. Ayan, if you click that, ayan, hard-coded text, hard-coded string input following prompt should use at string resource. So huwag niyong pansunin yan, warning lang yan. Okay? So if you are first time in running it class, kapag wala pa kayong emulator, hindi yan mag-execute. So if you want to select emulator, go to ABD manager, then pili ka lang dito ng mga emulator mo. Okay, create virtual device. Ayan. Anyway, for phone, ito yan. Anyway, kapag ano naman yan class, pag first time na clinic mo ito, mag-advise naman sa iyo yung Android Studio kung ano yung pipiliin mong emulator. So dito ang napili kong emulator is for Android 9. 'Di ba? Mayroon na siya. So pipiliin mo lang 'yon as your emulator. And then click this one, run. To execute, let's see what is the look of our mobile app. Yung ating form. So ito yung emulator ng Android 9. So hintayin nyo lang siya para lumabas yung app natin. So that is why class for Android development, see to it that 8 gig or 12 gig yung RAM ninyo ng computer. Mabagal yan, maiinip kayo mag-program. Baka mag-hang yung computer. Pero kaya naman yan sa ang RAM nyo then your phone number and then submit. Right? So when we click submit, so don't worry class, naka-ano naman to, naka-record. Naka-record yung ano natin, session. So you can watch later on the video. Okay. So we will now create a class, the Java program for this so that magagana na ito. So go to the Java code. Okay, here. So ito yung kanyang ito yung kanyang default program. This is the import section. Mamaya mayroon tayong mga i-import dyan. Okay. And then this is our main class for the Java. Okay. So app compat activity. So this is different from a Java, is that main activity that is using string arguments. Okay. Wala dito. So the first thing we will create class in our Java program is to declare variables. So we have string, name, and email. Then meron tayong integer. Let's say gawin nating float. Contact number. Diba meron tayong contact number. Okay. Then after we'll be using the edit text, right, for our widget or for our component. Diba, if we go back here sa main activity class, diba, yung name nito, for example this one, yung plain text, this one, the name here, yung ID, meron yung edit text. So it means that this is an input text. Okay, so we'll be using this widget. So this is a class. So edit text. So the name of our component is txt name, right? And then edit text txt email. Case sensitive to. And then edit text, txt contact. Contact yung ginamit natin. Okay. And then, meron tayong button. Button, ayan, btn. Ang pangalan nun is submit, right? Ginamit natin. Submit. And after that, meron tayong text view component. Ayan, yung text view. Tab. And then, txt, ginamit natin ay capital display. Right? So, mentioned or declared in Java program our components. So, we have edit text component at because we will input the name, email, and contact number. Right? So, all of these components are edit text, employing edit text, or input box or input text in other programming language. So, button, submit. Okay? So, if you click on import class, so automatic nag-i-import na siya habang tina-type natin yon. So, it has already import Android widget button, widget edit text, and widget text view. Okay, so that is, it makes the life of the programmer easy in Android Studio. Okay, so after that, we will now go here in our own create class. So, wala kayong gagalawin dyan. So dito tayo magpo-program ng ating pinaka-code. So that lalabas doon sa ating XML, yung ating inputs. So first, we will be creating class yung tinatawag na name value pairing. Diba? Doon sa PHP with HTML, meron din doon value pairing. Diba? Manggagaling sa HTML yung input, ibabato mo kay PHP. Ganito rin sa Android, sa XML, ibabato mo kay Java. Or Kotlin, kung Kotlin yung language na gagamitin mo. So we have txt name. Ayan na siya. Nalabas na dito yung class kasi na-declare na natin siya dito sa taas. Right? Okay. It means declaration here are local to the main. So txt equal. So edit text. Right? Edit text yung ano natin yan. Then use the find view by ID. Find view by ID function. And then capital R dot ID. Ayan. Dot yung ating component txt. Ayan. This is now class the essence of having a naming convention. And in object-oriented programming such as mobile development, kailangan meron kang naming convention. For example, this one, di ba, yung naming convention natin, txt, btn. So pag nag-type ka ng yung 3-letter word prefix mo, for example, txt, lalabas lahat ng txt mo na names. Okay? So select txt name. Of course, since we are using Java, you need to end each statement in Java with semicolon. Okay, next, txt email. So, ano yung email natin ginawa natin? Equal, the same. So, pwede mo siyang kopyahin, copy-paste, right? Edit text. And then, you just change this one, txt. So, that txt email. Okay. Then, after that, we have txt contact. txt contact equal, copy paste lang natin, txt, total natin yan, txt contact number nakalagay. Okay, yung nakalagay sa ano natin, pangalan ng ano natin sa XML. So meron na tayong name value pair. Then after that, meron pa tayong display, di ba? Meron tayong txt display. Saan natin i-display yon? Equal Wala nang edit text kasi hindi tayo mag-i-input dyan. So just use the find view by ID, right? And then r dot id, okay, dot txt display. Tama yan, yung pangalan ng component natin sa XML. Okay. So this is now our name value pair. Next one is, mayroon pa tayong button, right? The button. So btn submit, ayan, lalabas na siya, equal button, right? Di ba button siya? So select button. Parang yung sa Java, parang create btn submit is equal to new button, right? So you are creating an identifier out of that class or out of that widget. So button, and then find view by ID, same r dot id dot btn dot id dot btn submit. Okay. So next is kailangan natin mag-create ng yung tinatawag na event listener or event handler. So what is the purpose of the event handler? 'Di ba in our XML, 'di ba button, it means that if we click on this widget, yung button, dapat mayroong event. Okay, so we will create an event handler for that sa ano class sa Visual Studio. 'Di ba pag C# or Java doon sa Eclipse or NetBeans, pag dinouble click mo to, lalabas na 'yan. Pero dito sa Android Studio wala, sa Android development. So wala siyang ganong intelligence. 'Di ba meron na siyang event procedure. So dito, ita-type mo siya. Right? So btn, so gawin natin btn, that is the name of our button. And then ayan, meron siyang mga property, set on click listener. Ayan. So pag click mo siya, mayroong mangyayari. So we will create that listener and then new view. So view dot, ayan siya, the properties. So on click listener. So yung pinakataas. Okay? And then this is a code. So code block siya. Okay? So it means that dito mangyayari yung ating event. So whatever is inside that code block, this button procedure, submit procedure, dito natin lalagay. Okay? Mayroon ditong error. Ba't may error siya? Okay. May kulang pa kasi. So, later on, makukompleto yan. Okay. Ito, mali siya. Hindi siya dyan. Natin siya lalagay. Right? Lalagay. So, meron siyang parenthesis, closing parenthesis. Close parenthesis. And semicolon. Okay? Kasi ito yung begin niya, ito yung end. Okay? So, view that on click listener. Okay? So inside, we will be using yung ginamit natin, name, right, equal, txt, okay, dot, gagawin natin get text. Okay? Get text. Ayan. Dot, okay, dot. String. O, tama ba? Ayun, yung dineclare natin, string name, right? Is equal to txt.getText, yung function dot to string. But may problem dito. ppn submit dot set complete listener new view on click listener. Okay. Then email same lang. txt.getText, copy and paste lang. So, string naman siya. Contact number equal so ang gagawin natin dito class, since this is the value of this one is float or integer, right? Sabihin natin integer. Okay. So what we will do is we need to convert kasi yung txt natin, so integer, yung component natin is text, right? So text siya, that value of favorite number input. That, ayan, get text. Okay. Get text. That. Okay. Na siya. So, button, details submit. May error dito. Wala pala. Wala tayong so, okay, ito yung ating class. Okay. So, ito na yung ano natin class. So, this is where we lakas ng ulan. So, meron na tayo, ito, yung kinukuha yung ating inputs. And then, so, ano ba yung ginamit natin? txt component that then name as isang font So ito na yung class yung ating code. Yan na siya. May error siya dito. Value of contact number. String. Favorite number input at get text. So ito na yung code natin class. Medyo malakas na ulan. Walang noise cancellation yung app mo ito. Naka-record naman to, don't worry. So if we will, we can now run this. If we run it this now, subukan natin mag-input. Nag-refresh yung ating, put your name, let's say Brian. Then email. Contact number. Then let's try submit. Ayun sa class, sa baba. Ayan. Brian, ba't walang at yahoo.com? Ba't ito kung kinuha nyo? Email, txt, get to string, email. Hindi kinuha yung txt, so ganun lang siya class. Then stop nyo lang. So this is now your very basic input-output in Android Studio. Mag-input tayo ulit. Ibang pangalan naman. Gawa naman. So, okay, and then submit. Ayun siya. The problem is, hindi lumalabas yung at Gmail.
Sir, alam ko po. Sir.
Ba't kaya? Ayaw lumabas nung at Gmail.
Sir, dun sa email.
Saan?
Dun po sa email. Text email po, hindi text name.
Ito.
Apo.
At least nakita nyo. This one. Yun. Oh, very good.
Bling.
Pwede rin dito class. Dito, i-run nyo. pwede nyo i-debug o kaya this one. Tapos save nyo. File, save all, or Control S din lang. Control S. Subukan natin ulit i-run. I-run natin. Sometimes, ayaw nung pag tab nyo lang, alt tab, para subukan ulit natin si Brian. Then, submit. Ayan siya. Lumabas na siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's all class for today. I will upload the number ito class, performance task. For your performance task number 5, itutuloy nyo lang yung program na yon. Yan, using the basic input-output Android demo code, add additional input in the program such as age, gender, date of birth, address. Ayan, meron na to. Okay? And then, depending on the age, the program will inform the user if he is a voter or not. So, the legal age of a registered voter is 18 years old. Submit your code, your print screen of your UI, input-output, then write your learning outcome. Yun na yung documentation. I will upload plus the code dito sa files menu. Okay, i-upload ko yung code para i-copy-paste na lang. And of course, meron tayong video. So, you can just add those additional components in your Android Studio. Okay, I will stop now the recording.